Texas.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I would like to thank Chairman Klein and the Ranking Member, Mr. Miller, for their work on the Education and Workforce Committee, as well as for consideration of my amendment today. My amendment is very simple and common sense. It accelerates job training skills for veterans. Specifically, the amendment would promote advanced manufacturing within state and local plans for veterans. Assisting veterans and employers into advanced manufacturing does two things. First, it addresses 600,000 advanced manufacturing jobs that remain open in our nation. And more than 82% of manufacturers report that they cannot find people to fill their skilled jobs. Second, and over the next 4 years, 1 million veterans are expected to exit the armed forces and transition into our workforce. This amendment creates cohesion between filling our advanced manufacturing jobs, such as technology, aerospace, pharmaceutical, and other cutting-edge products, with capable, talented veterans. There are close to 900,000 veterans who are unemployed in our nation. And often these veterans, they obtain advanced manufacturing skills while they're serving our country. But unfortunately, they have a hard time obtaining employment once they leave their service. Although unemployment for veterans has fallen from 12.1% to 9.9% in the last year, it still outpaces the nation's overall rate. And today, there's more than 1.6 million veterans who live in my home state of Texas. And in the reaches of the Southwest Texas Congressional District that I represent, some 64,000 veterans reside there. So this amendment is for America's heroes who return from their service, to afford them training in advanced manufacturing jobs, a sector that has added 500,000 jobs in the past 26 months. Lastly, this amendment doesn't present any budgetary issues. It doesn't impact direct spending, so there are no cut-go violations. It doesn't impact discretionary authorization, so it doesn't run afoul of any of the House protocols. I'd ask your support of a very common-sense amendment. Let's all work together to get our veterans back to work. Thank you, Madam Chair, and I yield back the balance of my time.
The gentleman yields back the balance of his time. The gentleman from Minnesota.
Madam Chair, I rise to claim the time in opposition, but I do not intend to oppose the amendment.
The gentleman is recognized in opposition.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I appreciate the involvement of the gentleman. He's brought forward a good amendment. It will help veterans translate, hone their wartime skills to civilian use in an important and growing sector. A focus on advanced manufacturing training for veterans will allow our nation's heroes to get relevant and important training while increasing their earnings potential. So we support this amendment. I yield back.
The gentleman yields back. The question is on the amendment offered by the gentleman from Texas. Those in favor say aye. Those opposed, no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it. The amendment is agreed to.